Hi, this is Susan from BakeWithMom.com. Today we're going to make Swedish cinnamon cookies. Today we're making Swedish cinnamon cookies. We start with 2/3 of a cup of butter. That's 1 stick plus a third. And we get it blending. To that, I'm going to add 1 cup of sugar, granulated sugar, the regular table sugar that you use. And we're just going to add it in. Take our rubber scraper, be sure and get the sides. It's getting nice and fluffy, like it should, light and fluffy. Now to that, we're going to add 1 egg. Let me get the butter off of here real quick. Get it mixed in there. So we're going to add 1 large egg, extra large egg, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And I like to use real vanilla. The artificial vanilla has kind of a strange taste to it, so I like to use the real vanilla extract. And that's 1 teaspoon. Okay, we're going to turn this off for a minute. And I've already sifted 1 cup, and I've already sifted my flour, and I'm going to add 1 cup plus 1/3 of a cup. And to that, I'm going to add my baking powder. Now, my baking powder I make with cream of tartar. I use it calls for a teaspoon of baking powder. So we're going to use 1/2 teaspoon of cream of tartar to make our baking powder. This is single acting baking powder, which you can't buy in the stores anymore. What you buy in the stores now is double acting, and it can give you your cookies a bitter taste. So I would prefer that you use my recipe, which is incorporated in the recipe, broken down for you. Then to that, we're going to add cornstarch. And I like to heap them a little bit when I put them in. That was 1/4 teaspoon of cornstarch and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Just heap them a little bit. So now we've got all of that in. And so to that, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I like to use Saigon cinnamon. It's got such a wonderful flavor to it. It's different than the regular cinnamon that you would buy in the store. It's got a nicer taste and just adds a good taste to your cookies. So we're going to sift that all together. Very gently go back and forth until it's all down. So now we're going to add the flour to our batter. I like to use a spatula. This is a flat spatula. This is a rubber spatula or scraper. I stop every once in a while to get the flour down from the sides of the bowl because you want to get it fully mixed in. Also get the bottom of the bowl every once in a while so that you get the flour that might be stuck on the bottom incorporated. So we keep adding. We're just going to mix this all together. scraping our sides again. About every fourth of the amount of flour, I scrape the sides. And we'll get the rest of this in now. Just pick up our wax paper and put it in. So that's our batter for the Swedish. So while our oven is preheating, we're going to grind some walnuts in this small food processor that I have. Okay, so this is our finely ground walnuts. And what you would do is put in about a cup's worth of regular walnuts, grind them up, and we want a half a cup of ground walnuts. And to that, we're going to add a tablespoon and a half of cinnamon and 2 tablespoons of sugar. And we'll have a mixture like this. We mix it all together, and we're going to roll our batter into that and put it on cookie sheets. So we're going to let this chill in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes so that it's easier to handle. So we're going to make our cookies into balls, and then we're going to put it in our mixture of nuts and cinnamon and sugar, and we press it on a little bit so that it'll stay on. So we're going to do our cookies at 350 degrees for 8 minutes. And since I'm using 2 pans, halfway through I'm going to switch the pans from top to bottom and bottom to top. That's so that they get done evenly, because otherwise the tops won't get done on one and the bottoms won't get done on the other. So here we have them, our Swedish cinnamon cookies. They look awful good. I'm going to have a taste. Cinnamon, nuts, it's delicious. Enjoy. Hi, I'm Susan with BakeWithMom.com. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and you can learn to bake something new every Friday. Check out this video here and this one here. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. You know you want to learn how to bake. You want to bake these cookies because they're awesome. You want to bake that bread and this cake, so make sure you subscribe to my channel.